Evening, everyone. Wait till a few more people come in. Matt Mans are probably running late. Hope he at least gets here. I did send out a link to Gene reloading from the hot pot. He mentioned last week he would come on. Hope you guys are doing well over in the side chat. Good to see you, man. I sound muffled. Hang on. I had to go ahead and put these ear things on just in case I get a Mac shows up or somebody. Makes me sound like I'm in a drum. I'm going to take one out. There we go. Whoa, it feels better. Text prep for these shows. I won't say what. Some, and you've probably seen some shows where their hair's always combed and looks really, hairsprayed. I ain't going to say which ones, but you all probably know, which is okay because everybody does it. I got one drink here. Got my Bubba mug here. Got my Powerade here. That's show part of the show prep, and then I do prep sometimes on the backside with if we're going to do subjects, or anything. I used to do it a lot with Echo more so. Good to see you, Michael Hurtnick. Let me go up here to the top here. Call you all out. I was up just now. Got off of Rick's Life as I See It show. I wasn't on it. I was in the side chat. I missed part of it. Cope 1927 is with us. Good to see you, Cope. Appreciate you being here. Brutal Bob, good to see you, Bob. Last one, Andy, good to see you, man. Viejo, good to see you, Viejo. Appreciate you being here, man. You know what happened today, Viejo? About an hour ago, you probably got the PM by now on the forum. I seen your info. I was typing my address and was saying something. My window closed out on my phone. I went back to the forum, and the PM totally vanished. The one you sent me, totally gone. I could not even locate it. So I had to say hello and type out again to you and PM you. That's weird. It just told software. It just vanished. I ain't kidding you. No sign of it. Strange stuff happens, man, with software on these websites. Not just Google. Somebody's texting me. See who that is. Probably my brother. No, yeah, it is my brother. I don't want to talk right now on the answer text. Good to see you guys, though. Good to see you too, Bob. Hope you're doing well, man. Probably got more surgeries. Oh, my daughter's got surgery coming up. And she was scared to death, but I think they're going to do lumbar. I don't think she needs it. I think she just needs to lose weight and exercise and therapy. But that's, it is what it is. But hopefully she'll get better. Who else? That's about it. Good to see you too, Michael. Bama Dad. I almost missed that. MSB 9021. Good to see you, both of you here. Appreciate it. MSB 9021. He was always around in the early days. Michael was too. Appreciate you guys. And it takes. I still, even after all this time, I have to adjust by being my one person on a beginning of a show talking. And you tend to just try to think up of something because you don't want to sit here and have idle time, in quiet moments. I used to tell Echo, I said, we didn't have any dead spots, thank goodness. Still getting another text. CNT Designs, what's up, brother? Brother down there in Alabama. Thank you for dropping in. Good to see you, man. I checked past few days, see if you were streaming live. I didn't see it. I won't tell you what this is. That's just my don't tread on me, snake. I wished I had ways to put, and I may end up doing it, hang up Hasbro's flag he gave me and get some stickers more. You see some stickers up there now, right there. Sorting out life one load at a time. I should say one bullet at a time. But appreciate you guys being here. I'm doing all right. Pollen's still dusty rain. I've been in and out painting today. I got the pulley painted. What else did I paint? Pulley, the side strips that goes on the oil pan. I painted that. Actually, I painted it, sanded it down, and it's that Seymour paint. I thought it was good paint, but man, it comes off easy. I'm cleaning it with a brake cleaner or gum out, and then I'll sand it, and then I'll wipe it, real good. Make sure there's no dust, and I'll spray it. So I'm trying to get it where at least last a few years when I get it together. I've got only this week to get it down there. Actually, I better do it next 2 days at a minimum, probably 3. What's day? Wednesday? Probably by Friday, yeah. So 2 days. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I'll be sitting here at Memorial Day not doing nothing. I may go down to that's what I'll do. I'm going to go down to the outdoor pool and do some swimming on Memorial Day. Check the ladies out. With my shades. But appreciate each and every one of you being here. CNT says, I streamed a couple of hearings. Oh, okay, I missed it. Yeah, I checked a few times, but I was in and out doing some things. I've been getting on to my dog today. He's been chewing up crap in my living room and several times this past few days. Even though he's got a chew bone, he's making a mess. Good to see you, Warsaw Patriot. Appreciate you dropping in, guys. Mac, hopefully he'll be here and he'll co-stream. And like I say, I thought Gene was coming on from Reloading from the Hot Pot, and he still may. I did an email and I never heard back from him, but I did give him a link just in case. I was going to kind of let him just come on and tell you about his thing in a more laid-back manner, I guess. But see, 80 to 80 blind cripple, or 18 to 80 blind cripple are crazy. Oh, boy. Yeah, I have dark humor, so don't get me started. Back in the 90s, I had a friend I went to school with and grew up in the 4th grade with. I felt all that. And unfortunately, he lost his leg and got run over on the expressway by a tractor trailer. And he come over, I think, in 1990 at my apartment. I was kind of wild at that time, and he wanted to drink. We got to drinking, went out to a nightclub, and bouncer come up to me and says, "Man, is your friend all right?" And I go, "Well, yeah, he's not drunk, sir. I mean, he's a little high. He can't stand on his artificial leg too well." So he would sit there, and if he staggered backwards, he would do his arms in circles, kind of like you're swimming, to try to get his balance back. And I escorted him out. I said, "I'll take him on out." And we had a pulpit there, big old wooden pulpit, just like a preacher uses. Big, too, plywood. Well, as we're going out the door, he thinks he's going to fall. He grabs it. All of a sudden, right next to me, this wood thing just collapses. Boy, turns over and there, he's in the floor. And I go, my goodness, it was a crash. Boy, I meant hard. And it was snowing outside, too. So then he was slipping on the snow. And I hate to say it, I was laughing my butt off. I was laughing hard, man. I nicknamed him Peg Leg. He says, "Do you know that's not a good thing to do?" And I said, "Get over it." I said, "You lost your leg, just deal with it, And unfortunately, I was trying to work with him with humor. And unfortunately, he fast forward a few years, he was like Elvis Presley, ended up destroying himself. And I tried to talk to him and get him out of, doing things, but it didn't work. So enough of that. Yeah, I'm a little tired too. I'm not napping today, Bob. I was actually just back there, like I say, watching Rick's Life as I see it on the phone. I was laying in the bed for a little bit. I've been doing some cleaning too. It's overcast here in Georgia today. Almost looks dark out there now. It's so cloudy. Yeah, I got your, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was weird, Viejo. Man, I couldn't believe it. It vanished. Somehow I might have closed the page out, granted, because I was typing and on the phone, and I said, well, I'll go back in there because it don't usually go anywhere. And sure enough, it says I had no likes, no history of any of that. Somebody may have been messing with the software. I don't know. I had no PMs, from you that I was replying to. So I had to go find your name, and post and send it to you and redo it. So it was weird. One of those weird days of software. I had a Windows update today. Boomstick 22LR. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. I hope Mac gets here. I have got, I'm checking the tracking. It's coming from Tennessee. I've got beat me in the head with a hammer. I've got, why didn't I buy it to begin with and saved all my money on all these presses? But I bought a classic turret with an upgrade wooden handle. horizontal wooden handle. Basically, I paid $195 on eBay. The press was $189, so I got it basically free. So I got a brand new classic cast turret. I ordered an inline fab plate. Dan sent me a thing. Was it not Dan? Yeah, Dan's his name. Yeah, I almost forgot his name. Been so long. He sent me a thing saying that shipping was like 3 days late because they're getting bounced. Boy, they're slammed with work orders, which is a good thing, considering he's a small mom and pop business. He's done me right in the past, even about lighting I had one time. So check him out, Inline Fabrication. He's good business, good guy. Oh, that's good. That put some gas in me. I almost said something else, but Dale Pogue, good to see you, Dale. Hope you're doing well, man. But anyway, I got that. I did order the. I didn't know. I got to watching Viejo's videos too. I watched Ocean 2 on the APP. Now I've got APP fever because I do want to get into casting bullet size. I got a bunch of 9mm bullets here that were supposed to be 9 when Willie sent them, but they measure like 3.58. A long time. It's been several years since I measured them. That was back when I first got talking, doing streams with Echo. So I need to get that 3.56 sizer and size it down from Lee. But I'm gonna get the APP 2 down the road, and I don't know yet about my Dylan Michael. I'm still kind of torn on it. I got no business getting an RL 1100. Even though I want it, just if nothing else for processing. Especially 2, 2, 3, and 9. But that's more money for me. If I sell it, I'll end up pumping another $1,000 in, and I've been set back financially a lot with the car, and even the streaming. I bought a ton of gunsmith stuff here, the past few months, plus the gun parts, and I've got smart though. I've got with Eagle Run, and I'm gonna start going with unbranded AT3 Tactical and Anderson Manufacturing, Anderson stuff too. So I'll be doing like 3 companies there. I'm just not going to go with I might do Arrow, hand guards if they're on sale, really cheap. But typically I'm going to try to stick with that cheaper stuff as long as it works good. And I've been talking to Bending Ballistics lately, and he's got it. He uses not Arrow. He uses Anderson. He likes AT3. He turned me on to it, even though I go to their website. And unbranded, I've been looking for quite a few months at their stuff. And Eagle's got connections, discounts and stuff. I can get stuff a little bit cheaper. So that'll help me do some builds. And I definitely want to get that Grendel built here soon. I mean, that's something I'm really looking forward to. And it's, 18-inch barrel, lightweight, basically SOCOM type barrel, match grade though it says, Faxon. That's going to be fun, going out here and getting deer. I wish there was some hogs around here. There are hogs around here, but I can't hunt right around here. There's little piglets in the neighborhood. Occasionally you'll see them, little miniature hogs running around. MSB 90. Let me highlight you guys, because I can actually see in the side when I highlight, even though I don't read the screen there. Ballistic Advantage Form, me stripped lowers were back in stock. Okay, I went over and pulled it up and clicked on 2 instead of just the one I needed. Bad things are coming when I do stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's the time to prep and prepare. Things aren't getting better in this world, guys. I mean, it's not. I mean, everything's upside down. The whole world's upside down. Our enemies are our friends. Our friends are now our enemies. Somewhat. And it's just crazy as what out there. And I don't even like reading the news sometimes, but good to see you, G23. Appreciate you dropping in. Garage Guy, 879. I always just say Garage Guy. Good to see you, Garage Guy. You're welcome too, man. Come on the panel anytime you want. I was hoping Gene would come on, but, and Mac must be running late. He's always busy, especially trying to get that 3rd truck up. Bam-a-day, get some of that stuff. Oh, yeah, Geisley. No. Yeah, I like the stuff, but I like the Daniel Defense handguard, but guys, $350 or $380. I ain't paying that for it. To me, this Arrow is pretty good. I mean, overall, I just gave $135 for it plus tax shipping. And it's got the rail, Picatinny. It's not the one without it. I wish Wish they had it too, though. But it seems like a good, very lightweight. I have another Core 15 back there. It has the A2 sight, has the long plastic impel, and that thing is heavy. Even government barrel. This here, it's just light. It's all get out compared to it. So I'm going to eventually get it equipped with a flashlight. Flashlight's probably going to be the first thing I buy for it. And that and some iron sights. And then next probably be a affordable red dot, maybe AT3, maybe even Vortex. I don't know yet. Love to have a EOTech, but I can't pay $600 something. Maybe 2 years from now, I might, but not now. But appreciate you guys being here. I got 15 on, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Man. That's really what this is about, just hanging out, talking to you guys, and us doing loading stuff, macking all of us. I enjoy it. I was vanished and gone a long time in exile. I did get the little powder through for the 223 from Lee. I got that from Amazon. But what I did, what I was going to say, I ordered a press. Well, then I ordered the upgrade hopper. Would come up higher. And then I looked on Midway. They had the whole upgrade auto drum with the thing that Viejo's got with a little aluminum thing and the longer little stem on it. And I said, well, crap. So I got it boxed up in here, going to send it back to Amazon, and I'm just going to order it either from Amazon for $65, which goes through Midway. If I go to Midway, they're going to charge me shipping. So apparently they're selling through Amazon right now, Midway is. So I'm going to get the auto drum ordered. And I'm hoping I can use the auto drum without it leaking. If not, I'm going to work on trying to get it to not leak. So, Bama Dad says, I've been using Palmetto. Yeah, I go there too. That's another one. Yeah, definitely. They got some deals sometimes. They got a, what is it, a 300 upper blackout for like I think it's them, $199. I could be wrong about the site, but I was thinking I seen it there. I said, wow. I mean, you can't beat that. Handguard and all. If I get a 5.56, I want at least a 11 inch, 12 inch, 11.5. I don't want a 7 inch or 8 inch barrel. I want a little bit longer on the 5.56. I didn't used to want pistols, but I do want one now. I have plans for it. I'll be transporting it, if you know what I mean. And hopefully I can figure out a way to secure it in the car. I know I could secure it in the truck, but I won't be driving the truck much after about a month or so. Vanessa, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you being here, Vanessa. MSB is better. I'm about blind, guys. If I highlight you, like I said, I can see you better. I actually have a Geisley SSAE trigger. That's a nice trigger, MSB. Definitely. I've been looking at the Uncle Jim bought one time, I think, Palmetto State nickel boron 2-stage. It's $79 right now. I would do the LaRue, but the only reason I don't like how the trigger is real flat. It's got kind of a sharp edge on it. I think the Palmetto State 2-stage is what I'm going with. And I'm going to upgrade both guns with the Palmetto State 2-stage. And I think I'll like the 2-stage. I'm hoping it shoots fairly fast. And, anyway, I want to pull the trigger where it can shoot fast. Gun range down here where I'm at won't let you shoot that fast. I think you got to pause. I think they say 3 seconds. They used to have a rule. Oh, it stinks too. 3 seconds. I used to go there. Occasionally I'd bam, bam, and they'll look over at you like, all right, we're going to get on to you if you don't quit that. That's what happens when the state's got people there working the range. But they're okay, though. I handled them pretty good a few years ago. Years ago now, I quit going there because the state had, because my experience there wasn't not too good that day. Bama Dad, I like the ALG triggers. Yeah, I've heard of them, and Timony triggers. Yeah, I've definitely heard of Timony. I've been thinking about the flat face G23, instead of curved, just straight flat. I've never shot one, but I think it would be nice. And especially for rapid firing. And we'll make who the libtards and Joe Biden think we got auto machine guns. So crazy. Where's my pointer at? I got to I usually leave my pointer here. I have actually been on another guy's channel and I always had my Hasbro pointer out. Here you go. Got all colors. That's so we can point it firearms, so whatever. And they may end up saying we're touching it with this, who knows. But you all check out Hasbro's little don't touch this video. That's cool. He sent me these. I didn't even know who sent them at first. I said, what is this? I didn't order anything. I went online, looked at Amazon. I said, well, I didn't order it. Then it come to me. I says, Hasbro. It was Hasbro Humor. Yep, that was him. Reloading Quest. What is up, bro? I seen you over doing some CAD work. I didn't say anything. I was watching you on big screen there for a little bit. I really like Rise Armor. I've heard them too. I've seen them. Yep. I want to do the, like I said, I'm going to need to do probably the Palmetto State nickel boron. And not because it's nickel boron, but just because it's 2-stage and it's reasonable. I'd like to get it on sale at 59, but it's 79 is not too bad, though. Uncle Jim says it does almost as well as the Geisley. And especially when it gets worn in a little bit. But I've always wanted that Geisley 2-stage, but 240, I think I've seen it for 200 plus a few times. Black Fridays and this, that, and the other. But yeah, it's very expensive. That was a funny, yeah, it was Viejo. And before that, like I said, I was on the computer looking at Amazon and saying, well, who sent me, did I order this crap? I thought maybe a hacker ordered it. They got a hold of my site twice last year. And yeah, even charged on my credit cards. Of course, I got that taken care of. So, where you at, Mac Man? I don't. Let me see. It might have been him texting me last time. Let me text him, see if he's. Let's see. This is something political. I'll give you a hint. What my brother said: ironclad support. Hint, hint. But that's all I'll say on that one. Let's see. He told me it'd be late earlier, so appreciate you guys being here. Heck, I may just turn the light on and do a little sizing and loading. It's already set up. I actually took that dial off, got it out of my way, which I like. And I'm going to order that 2-step Lee insert too that VAO and everybody's got. I know Uncle Jim's got it. I've seen his video on it. I don't want the. I did use this the other day, and it's not bad. It's better than I thought. First time I did, I didn't like it. I went for the redding, of course, but I kind of do like the idea that you can take your funnel and, which I had a funnel here. Here you go, and stick the funnel right there, and use your Lee scoop, and do it. Which I have done that. So I'm hoping that Autodrome works out good. I know the Lyman does good on pistol. Uncle Jim said it did. Got a thin, narrow chamber. And I still may get that down the road one day. But I keep asking myself, what the heck have I done? What does a man need 5 presses for? Because I'm not trying to have a bunch of presses here, for shows. I don't even use the presses I got for shows. So that proves it. But I just want that turret. Like I said, I like the way it functions. I think it'll be nice and cool. Outside of that, the other press I'd like would be the RL1100 and probably MacMan's 419, and I can't afford either one. So, pretty tired. It gets you. Your hobbies can only go so far. It's going to take me probably 1 to 2 years, about a year, probably to recovery from the automobile stuff I've done. I've tied up $5,000 originally. That's machine shop, not counting paint, tape, clear coat, all kinds of stuff I bought, as time went on. Gaskets. I bought gaskets. I had some, but some was missing. So I had to go online, research, get that going. So, yeah, I get laundry done. Let's see. A friend recommended Sons of Liberty Gun Works components. I watched them. Bama Dad. Yeah, they're good guys. They I watched their videos. Check them out. They told me, I was watching it one day, one of their podcasts live, and he says, he says on YouTube, everybody wants to know, what's low tier, mid tier, top tier. He says, in reality, on the internet, yes, but in reality, in the real world, cops, people that use them, government, whoever, all they care if they work and if they kill, if that's what their purpose, and they hold up. He said they don't get into that, So they make a reliable gun. They have their own flash. They create their own handguard. They created, designed, I should say. So I'm hearing good things about them. And the gun, if you get it damaged through anything, law enforcement, they would give you a free one if they can't fix it. So I think so far what I'm saying, they're a good company. They haven't been going that long, but they're doing good, is what I hear. I would definitely wouldn't mind one of their handguards, but I don't know if I could handle the price. I think it's around $2 something. But I was in a class with one of the owners at Tactical Response. Seemed like a really good guy. Okay. That was with Tactical Response. That was with, what's his name? You would think I wouldn't forget his name. They type person. James Yeager. Yeah. That's sad about James Yeager. Good to see you, Eagle. What's up? You're welcome to come on, man, if you want to plug something. I'm the only one here right now. Good to see you, M. Gabriel. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I've been sitting here nibbling on stuff. His daughter come by because he's basically can't eat and gave me all kinds of chocolate chips, and cookies, and crap. And I've been eating up a lot of his food lately because he was hospitalized. This is supposed to be his last month, and he'll be gone, I think. He can't take care of himself at this point. But good to see you guys. Appreciate you coming in here, guys. Just bear with me. We'll have somebody on here. Let me know, Eagle, if you got a minute. If you don't, that's so cool. Anybody wants to come on the panel, you're welcome. I always say that. I tend to plug I was going to say Eagle. He's a big guy now, but I typically don't like to pull on the smaller channels. And that's kind of how I got into this. Echo was not big, and I definitely wasn't big. My original channel only had, after several years, of course, I didn't put much content on it. I think 140 subs from way back, though, like from 2013. And the channel got deleted accidentally or something, so. Eagle, SLG, makes good stuff. Yeah, that's what I was telling. I watched their live streams and they're talking about, that's what I was saying. They said it's different how the internet is, Everybody's a geek kind of on the internet. They go, well, what's low tier? What's top tier? He said, that stuff's not even discussed in real life to people that actually use those weapons for the real deal, on the streets. And it's strange how we are on the social media versus, the guys out there that's doing it for, as a job, and it's a good subject, it's low tier, mid tier, top tier, and that's debatable too, of course. But Yorktown, appreciate you coming in. Let's see what he's got saying here. Got the wrong one here. I say I have an old 7.8 Remy 308 and trigger pull is 3.54 pounds. I bought back in 2005, guys, I bought a Remington ADL laminate stock 30-06. Went hunting with a guy here and went to the gun range and shot about 20 rounds, but my neck was bothering me. I had a weakness in my right arm and hand. And I would try to pull the trigger and couldn't. The trigger was like 8 or 9 pounds, and it would also hang. I went online, researched, and lightened the trigger up. And talking to a guy at Walmart one day, a manager, he used to go out there to the sporting goods. He seen me, and I told him in the store, I said, I figured out a way online. I've actually got the instructions back there of how to take an old Remington trigger and lighten it up with a screw. And I lightened mine up. It's still that way. But my thing was so heavy, I couldn't hardly pull the trigger. And that was back in 05. You got to remember, Remington was not doing the, like Savage, with the light trigger pulls. It was tough in 05. And, one of the worst triggers I've ever pulled on a gun was the Remington 700 ADL. And I'm going to take it out, eventually put a Timony in it or something. I'm going to take the factory out because they have been known. I've actually seen mine. I've actually cocked the bolt and it's fired without putting my hand on the trigger. You see articles online about that, but I've actually seen it with my gun happen. I like this. So it said, Jaeger only ripped Midwest Industries when it comes to ARs, but he liked the guys from, okay. So, SOL. Sons of Liberty, yeah. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot. Live stream and stuff. And I remember when he got that disease and talked about it, I thought, wow. Didn't take long to get him, too. But life is short. Time is valuable. Eagle says, I listen to the podcast and they budget shame the heck out of guys. Talking Arrow is trash. I hadn't heard that. Anderson is trash. Friggin' drives me nuts. Yeah, I hadn't heard that part. They don't get into, they believe that, their gun and their warranty and they just got a different mindset, than what we would probably have. But they sell to law enforcement mainly and military now. So, of course, Daniel Defense does too, but, and Geisley. But, yeah, I haven't heard that side of it. Of course, I didn't watch the whole show. Or at least I must have missed that part. Or it may not have been in that show. That's, I think several months back I watched that. I think one thing they did say, though, that made me kind of puzzle about putting blue Loctite on a set screw on a gas block. I've never heard that. Usually it's red Loctite or rock set. But they did say blue, and I thought, that's a little strange. Blue is typically, red is not even good. Heat makes it melt. A torch can not, propane torch can make it come loose. But they actually said that. Use blue Loctite. But I think I put blue on mine because that's all I had here. But I got mine torqued. Arrow sent me a new barrel nut, guys. So I put it on. It took 3 shims instead of 6. So my barrel nut was a little weird. Quentin Nelson, appreciate you coming in here, man. I remember you the other week. Some of our guns are valuable these days. Yeah. The thing about guns is, over the years, every gun that I even had back in 2000 and the 90s, if I had now, I would get triple used, maybe double, definitely double, for price for them. It's almost like gold. I had a 44 mag 629 stainless steel 1980s model mint. I bought for $400 cash, wanted $425, but I got them down to $400. Wooden grips. I put Hogue on it though. Got that, and now I could sell that thing probably for $900 to $1,000, especially an 80s model 629, square butt too. It had the old, real firing pin. Didn't have the old bar like that. So, yep. Well, Mac's really running late. Let me see. Well, the truth is, the only difference is in the forged lower and upper in attention to how much effort is taken in refining it. And I have seen trash from, in small name. Yeah, of course. Yep. I've even heard stories of, Daniel Defense being a problem. Yeah. So it happens. I know Anderson's had issues. Manufacturing is not foolproof. It's humans that do it. So there are issues in quality control on anything you do. I'm having fun playing around with mine, Bob says. Oh, good. Appreciate you coming back in. D-Dub D37, what is up? Says, I put an adjustable Timony replacement trigger in my Ruger M77. I almost bought that rifle one time, years ago. Bolt gun and loved the coyote season. Wished I had done it. Yeah, that's probably what I've waited for years on my Remington. I'm also going to hollow out my stock and make my barrel a little bit slightly free-floated on my Remington ADL. It's the one without the magazine, the ADL. The BDL had the mag and was more fancy coated and had mine has checkering and stuff on it, but the BDL was always like, it was the top tier at the time. Then they went to the CDL. I remember when they did the CDLs, I thought, I still love a good BDL though. I seen them, and they still make them like they did. You see them occasionally. I seen one in Walmart here a few years ago. I thought it is. That was my dream gun back in the 80s. I'd give anything to have a 30-06 or 270 in a Remington BDL back in the day. It was used a lot in magazines back in the 80s. A lot of the writers, that's what they used. And best quality control I've ever seen is BCM, yeah. I heard somebody complain about them here recently on social media. Some kind of defective barrel. And the guy was not too pleased with it. He's not going back to him. But, that happens. Go to Sons of Liberty Gun Works right now and click their 280 bolt carrier group. The number 2 review says, my bag gas key wasn't even staked. Still got a 5-star review. If Anderson and Bear Creek, shameful. Yeah. Like I said, they all make mistakes, though, I'll admit, I don't care too much for budget barrels. There's, in barrels, to me, you kind of do get what you pay for. You may not get the uppers and lowers what you pay for, but the barrels, yeah. Like Criterion, they hand lap. Well, hand lapping takes time. It takes a little bit, you have to lap it. Daniel, they forge, cold hammer forge, of course. But when it comes to barrels, I'm more in that ballpark where I say, yeah, money, you get what you pay for in the barrels sometimes. You get lucky occasionally with a good shooting generic, maybe $79 barrel, but they're not as good as the Odin and Daniel and BCM and a few others. But the rest of the stuff's kind of cookie cutter. I think there's only a few companies that make that stuff too. They usually private label all that stuff, those uppers and lowers. I forget some of the names. Say Lewis Tool and a few others. Yorktown, is the M14 76251 still available? I don't know nothing about that gun. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. I haven't run many rounds through my Bear Creek Arsenal 308 upper, but it has seen good. Just a tight chamber. Yeah, good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost bought a barrel from him once, and I think Critter, he's got a few of them, Bear Creek Arsenals. See you later, Eagle. Have a good one, man. You need to get with me on them website and stuff when you get time. I know you're a busy man, but whenever you get time, we'll go video on the backside and maybe get me a website up and going. I appreciate it. Have a good one, brother. Let me scroll up, make sure I ain't missed anybody. M. Gabriel, C&T, Bama Dad, D-Dub. Yeah, that's one thing I'm on. I got 2 lowers now, AR-15s, one Arrow and one Core 15. I want to take both triggers out and put that 2-stage from Palmetto State in. That I want to do. I've almost ordered it the past year or so, several times. I just didn't get it during the holidays or on sale. But 79 is not too bad for it. And Uncle Jim said it's very close to Geisley. So MSBI, if I go forward with 6mm arc build, it will be like an AR. Yeah. Now I'm wondering about Faxon versus Proof research. 20-inch barrel. Proof might be worth it. Proof is a high dollar good barrel. Boy, that's a nice barrel. That sometimes you get good barrels out of Wilson Combat too. Now I've heard some people complain about them, but Hasbro has one. Some of those barrels will shoot lights out. 1/4-inch groups less. And like I said, there's a reason they're $300, $500, $600, $700. They build them good and they watch quality control. They make sure they're spec'd out good. So, besides me and AR shoot 40 S&W, Viejo says. Yeah, who all shoots 40 S&W? Or you don't like it because it's the government created round, which I don't care for the government either, but I don't really worry about that. I like the 40. I still do. I bought a M&P 2.0 a few years ago, Flat Dark Earth, 9mm, and I have still, to this day, even though when I carry it, I'll occasionally say, I wish this was a 40. I wish this was a 40. And my brother, like I say, he's got the 40 Taurus I sold him. And I just love it. To me, it shoots soft, and it's just got more punch. Plus, you could load it a little hotter, too. Of course, you can load the 9 hot, but I like the idea that it's straight wall instead of tapered, too. To me, this is just, you just load this 40 here. Bam. Now, when I started doing the 9 with lead eyes, I started having trouble getting it to go in here at first. with the lead dies until I got used to it because I hadn't did the 9 before. 40 is a piece of cake. And but yeah, I love 40. It gives you a little more punch, or it might mean it might hit the heart. It may go a little deeper than the 9 in some cases, depending. And that's based on some tests I've seen, but definitely can be stronger. But I'd love to have the 10 too. That's definitely that's the Ted Nugent gun there. He carries the Glock 10, I think. At least he used to. I used to watch him all the time. I used to be a member on his forum and his pay site years ago, and it was like $20 a year. And he would come on and talk to you sometime, but he went up on the price, and I never went back. MSB says, I have a SIG 229 bought in 30 S&W, but I put a SIG 350 barrel in it and never looked back. I've even thought about, I know you can take the 40 and go down to the 9, I think, or vice versa. I've talked with Kyle Lusk about it. I pondered getting a 40 barrel and trying to put it in my 9 and converting it. I've actually thought of that, but I hadn't thought about it recently. But I was there at one time, I was looking into it. And I found online the barrel, but they were out of stock at one time when I was looking. I think it was during COVID. I was looking on it. So I was kind of backed out and hadn't looked in a long time. But I'd love to convert mine to a 40. And I wouldn't mind having it cut for a red dot, too. I've never shot that SIG 357. I bet that's a good round, though. You'd have to reload that and probably the 40. I don't even know what the price is on that. M. Gabriel, I shoot 40 S&WG says. Let's see. I do, D-Dub. Shooting G23, shoot 40. And Brutal Bob does. So me, AR, Brutal Bob, and maybe G. Let's see, am I right? Yeah. 40 slides can switch between 40s. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. G. Yeah. I'd read about that. I kind of forgot the order. I was trying to buy. So the 9mm slide can't convert. Because I remember years ago I had the 40 core. And it had I could put red dots on it back then. I didn't do it because they were so high. They didn't have all the affordable red dots back then like they do now. And I wanted an RMR on it. And I thought about, well, I could take this down to a 9. And so I got to thinking about my newer gun. Could I convert it to a 40? But if I could, I would. I definitely would. And I wouldn't look back either. And based on even reloading, I've looked it up. You don't pay much more typically for 40. I mean, you pay a little, but it's not much to buy the components and supplies. Yoke Tan says, I have a Ruger 1022 and prefer the Maverick 1022. They got an anniversary model. I was looking on that thing. They camoed anniversary model for $300-something a muzzle flash, not suppressor, but a muzzle brake on it. I kind of want that gun. I got texted my brother today and said, I need to get a 22 long rifle. It's something affordable. You can afford to shoot, and it's good for small game, and it's good just to go out and shoot. I cut my teeth at 10 years old on a dang my uncle's Speedmaster 22. Had a tube feed on it, Remington, back when they were bigger, longer barrels, And he handed it to me one day, handed me a box of bullets, and I said, see you later. He didn't say, just be safe. He said, don't point at nobody you don't want to kill. I went out in the woods and started shooting. That's how I learned. Nobody taught me at that time. But yeah, I definitely I'm thinking on the Ruger. One reason because of magazines. I like to be able to switch. But there is one gun. I've said this in the live. I'd love to have the Marlin is it 60 or 66? Tube fed stainless. I'd love to have that gun if Ruger starts making it again. I could have bought it $190 one time, discounted at Walmart here way before COVID. I kind of regret it because I was going to get it for me and my great-grandson to go shoot when he got a little older, but never did get it like an idiot. Come with a little tiny scope, too, in Walmart. I still look in there to see if any. They used to have a bunch of 22s back in the day in Walmart. Now you don't see many. It's mostly a bunch of bolt guns. I've seen some 350 Legends, 308s, some 30-06, and a bunch of shotguns at Walmart. Okay, nylon 66. No, this was a wooden one I was looking at years ago. Stainless steel wooden 66 Marlin with a tiny scope on it. It was right $230. They lowered it to $197. Was discounting it. Well, I could kick my butt for letting that go. Because I actually love a 22. It's just cool to go shoot. It's not too loud. It's just a fun gun. And I know my son years ago, he said he had like 1,500 rounds bought back when you could get 500 bullets for like $17, $15. And even they're getting higher now. My brother did buy a Ruger, I think last year, or year before last, a Ruger Bolt 22. I helped him put a scope on it. And he bought a scope up here at our local mom and pop in Athens. And it takes Ruger magazines, semi. He's got, I think, a 25 rounder, I think it is, on it. I don't want Bolt. I grew up on, my first gun was that semi-auto. I still want to go back to semi-auto. Sometimes, boy, I've actually chased squirrels through the trees, when they jump limb to limb, going bang, 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 trying to get them. I've actually did that with shotguns when I was like 12 years old too, though. Amazing how a squirrel can outrun you in the woods with even a 12 gauge if you're not careful. Mod 60 Marlin 22. Tube loaded and not comparable. Model 60 Marlin, okay. Yes, tube. Typically, I am not that fond of the tube, but yet they're okay. They're not too bad. Not the best loading system if you're out hunting, but I always did because I was used to it. So I'd love to have that Marlin again. Hopefully, Ruger will put that out eventually. I'm sure it's not on their to-do list at first, like they got the 30-30 out now. They got the 44 Magnum out, and they got the 45-70 out. I know. I remember when that 40, I can't remember what year. I remember when that gray stock, stainless steel 45-70 Marlin, brand new at the gun show, was $500-something. Now, even then it was cheap. Typically it was about $650, $700. Some guy was selling one brand new one day, but I think it was called Eastwood Gun Show here in Georgia. I couldn't believe it. I looked back on that and I said, I should have bought that. I love that stock and that. I love stainless steel. Even revolvers in stainless, Smith & Wesson. I like them. Where the heck is Mike at? No text. He must have got tied up. Anybody want to come on the show and save me from talking too much? Or let's talk about some different subjects. Like I said, I thought Gene said he wanted to link this week, so I sent him one, but he didn't respond to the email. He may not even know it. He may be busy. I was going to let him come on and tell you what he does and everything, but we'll do it another time. If you want to jump on, Walter, Viejo, you're welcome. Garage Guy, if you want to come on. Not a lot of you guys want to come on live. The pickings are always slim. I need some of the pros in here that get in here and talk. Oh, boy. I was going to do a few of these 40, but really, because I got taken down and because of the way YouTube is now, I told Vay last week that I'd do a beginning reloading, and I'm going to do it, but I got to figure out a way to do it. Either I may do it private. I may end up doing a private with her and a few other ladies that want to learn in time, and I may let you all come in. How can I do that, though? I have to figure out a way. I may end up just doing that, a private, and be on the backside and doing a private tutorial on it. But that way we can get some of these ladies in these other communities reloading too. But I like this 40 for sure. Where is my unique? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm waiting on now. I'm hoping. They said I looked today and they said the turret should be here Thursday through Saturday. They didn't give me a specific date on it, but I can't wait. And I'm going to set it up like Uncle Jim. I'm going to have a head for 9, a head for 40, a head for 223, and a turret head. And I think Midway sells them for 12. They're 18, I think, on Amazon. So that's another reason I'm getting it. I'm tired. I'm in and out all the time. Can go on live stream. Oh, can't go on live stream. Got you, M. Gabriel. Oh, I appreciate everybody in the side chat, though, too. I just know there's not a lot of people they actually don't even want to go on live, and are nervous about it. I was too, though, back in the day. James Pollard, what is up? Hadn't seen you recently. Hope you're doing well, James. I gotta say, y'all, it was nice to visit your channel. Appreciate you being here, Yorktown. I didn't do anything around any reloading equipment. I'm about to start. And maybe show may end. It's already 9. Already been going an hour. I don't like to run much longer. Viejo says you also have the, and that 17 HMR. I saw that's around too. It's nice. No problem signing that one. CW just got one in 22, and it shoots great. I've always been interested in that 17. It's like a good round. I think it's pointed. Usually has a red tip. But I think my dies are already, set up here. So I can pretty much size and flare. Actually, I got the the Lee powder through die in now. I took the rating off. And I did all right, but I do want that new insert, though. And I actually set the Lee up just enough there. Look at there. Even with this old trumpet thing. Now, granted, it's not cast, There you go. But let me see. See that? Let me crimp it. Let's see if it passes the gauge. Up just a hair, so it would shoot it would shoot. Yeah, it's not flat it's flat like the other one, but it's close enough. A lot of people think because it's not perfectly flat, it won't shoot, but it will. At least my guns I've tried, it will, and even my brothers. That's very okay. Yeah, it is. You can barely feel it, just a tad higher. But I haven't checked that cedar. I might have got the cedar off. I can't remember if I messed with it or not. I'd have to get bear with me. Let me get I don't even have the lights on overhead here. Let me see what the length of these two are to make sure. Let's see. 1.117. Oh, that's why. 1.108. That explains why this didn't go flat in the EGW gauge. Okay, I need to take it down a little bit. Let's see if it does now. I like this EGW because it basically tells you if your bullet's too long. Yep, still needs a little more. Let me see. Yep, 119. That explains why it's not passing the case gauge completely flat. Right there. Let me see what it is now. 1.118. I ain't going down at all. Oh, stupid me. There I am. Don't ask me my mistake I made. 1.107. Watch it go flat now. It will not be proud at all. Yep. 1.107, 108. Perfect. So I even like the Lee dies. But I definitely want that flare die, that new two-step flare die by Lee that VAO has. Guys, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Considering I had no panel, we got up there a little bit, 17, 18, 15. So I appreciate you, all you guys that come in here and check me out, man. I just wished I'd had a panel. MacMan apparently got tied up. So, Doug Thomas, welcome. Let me go up. My lights are always off. Yeah, mine's it blinds me here, so I leave it off in the string. And washes me out too. So I turn it on when the camera's at facing the press, and that's okay. Let's see. Do you trim before you resize? No. I trim after I resize. I don't even trim pistol at all, but I do trim because on like 223 brass, your brass will grow. And I was trimming 223 back to 7, like highboy, 0.740. I'm starting to trim my brass now after sizing to 0.750 on 223-556. I mean, why cut it lower if you don't have to? So I've changed my thoughts on that and changed my method. Even though people knock them, yeah, they do. Yeah. And I didn't get Lee presses initially because my brother told me years, he said, well, they're not that, they're plastic, they're this, they're that. And I kind of agree in certain areas, like, powder scales, but hey, the turret, Echo had one, it works. Rick's Life to see it, Viejo, all you guys that have it, it works. And I did hear one guy trash it years ago on YouTube. He says, this doggone Lee classic turret I bought, he said, every time I turn around, I'm breaking a square, it won't index. What a piece of junk. And that was probably about a decade ago when I watched that. Well, those pieces don't cost that much. You're all good, brother. We love you. I appreciate it, Sam. I like your shows too, man. Your streams. Different. We all got different things. Let's see. But yeah, I trim after. And one thing about sizing brass too, if you don't have the die adjusted down, brass will grow. And like if you don't have the sizing die right, you'll actually measure the brass. If you ain't got it bumping the shoulder, your brass will actually grow. The length will, or the shoulder will even grow on it, which is weird because you're sizing it. But once you start turning the die down, then you start hitting that shoulder and bumping the shoulder. You guys have any questions like what's the difference between full length sizing and bump sizing, or any kind of normal questions that out there that you wonder about? Let me know, and I'm on I was going to do a giveaway. I may pass on that tonight because it's getting late. It's already 9:09 now. We'll do a giveaway next week. I may do 2 giveaways. Make up for it for you guys. Has anyone in line for ergo handle? I've heard they're pretty good. Mac Man has one on his T7 by my dad. I'd like to have one on my T7. I'm getting one on the Lee turret, classic turret. It was an upgrade on eBay. A seller in Tennessee, I forget their name. And it says upgrade handle. I didn't pay not even $5 more for the upgrade handle. And it's a wooden horizontal handle. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That'd be kind of nice. But I can't wait to have all those heads set up just to be able to boom. But you do starting out, you do need to learn to set up dies because you forget. Like Lee dies, you set up a little different than you do Redding. And so they are different. When I first got the Lees, I said, oh boy, this is different. Turn down, touch the shoulder, and back out 3 turns. But yeah, this one, I think I should have probably got both of these. I bought this one, I think, for $17. This is the it's not a powder, it's just a through die for your powder thrower. There's no insert in it. It was, I think, $17 on Amazon. So I got that for 223. I've got everything. I don't have any backup square things. I may get them on eBay. If I break those little plastic things, I don't have, what else? Oh, I don't have the powder measure yet. I got to order that auto drum. And then next I'm going to get the deluxe perfect powder measure with a stand Echo had. I'm going to get that because Echo said it through Varget very accurate. So that's two powder dispensers I'm going to get in time here. Theo says, Coatney, I use the Lee Universal decapping die almost exclusively. You have really time to call it that hard. Yeah, slip. Yeah. I used the old decapping from Mighty Armory. I actually broke a tip off here a few years ago with my great-grandson in here. Not paying attention to what I do. And I think he sent me some tips. I bought one of Mighty Armory 9mm sizing dies I got up here. I haven't did a show on it or anything yet and talked about it. Bama Dad says, I got one for my Dillon 750. Just wanted to get on the way T7. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that dang turret. I hope it comes tomorrow. That'd be cool, but I don't expect it to. There he is, out hiding out. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Just finished work, so sorry I couldn't jump on tonight, AR. It's been super busy. I mean, I understand. You got You're a busy man. I appreciate when you are here, though, of course. And it's been basically an hour show of talking to myself and talking to side chat, kind of just talking this, that, and the other. What I was doing a while ago, guys, I wasn't paying attention because it's dark. I was actually trying to shorten the bullet, seat the bullet into the crimper. That's where I messed up at live. So we do mess up, even if we're good at reloading or know what we're doing. And I didn't realize I actually was using the crimp die. And I said, oh, uh-oh. So once I got it on the sizing die, I knew it dropped right down in there in the EGW gauge. I'm pretty sure I told my brother I need this barrel, but I'm pretty sure these EGW is going to be perfect because I know they work through my 9mm. I've actually tried them in my 1911 9mm, and they're a little tighter chambers basically, and it, even with a barely bulge here, it shot flawlessly in the EGW. So I kind of got an idea what will fire in a gun with this EGW gauge and what won't. Gabriel, people who reload seem to be in their own silo on YouTube. Yeah. But good to see you, Mike. Appreciate you jumping in here, man. Looking forward to next week, though, Mike, being on here, if you can make it. Let's see. I replaced it with Mighty Armory Flipper to carry. Yeah, I've heard about that coat. I've heard about that. I bought the first one like $29 years ago. Where's it at over here? It's got it somewhere. I know I did because I had it here the other week. I was putting it on the camera to see the print, testing the focus. I have the old big, the larger Mighty Armory black one. Now, even then, they were like $40-something back in the early days, but I got it for like $29 on sale. And it's just a good decapper. Does 223 everything. But good to see you, Dale. Guys, I'm going to call this a night. Got 16 on. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys rock. We'll do a little more. I was hoping Mac would come in, so I didn't actually start on the loading. But he's busy working and working late. I have to help my wounded owner take care. God bless. Yeah, you too, Bob. Let me scroll up, make sure I ain't missed anybody here. Pretty much called each and every one of you out. Doug Thomas, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Yorktown, appreciate he took off. Seeing TG, MSB 9021, always good to see you guys, man. Viejos been with us. Good to see you guys. I had a good evening just talking to you guys. Hey, painting parts and TV gets old after a while. But good evening to you too, Viejo. You guys have a good one. You take care, and remember, sorting out life one load at a time. Not all. Hate to go off with 17 on, but catch you guys later. Appreciate you being here too.